All right, hi everybody. Hi once again. It is Friday, May 1st on a gorgeous, gorgeous weather day. So I'm going to record this video and then probably get outside a little bit. I hope all of you are staying healthy and safe and getting outside, getting some fresh air, because that's really, really helpful towards building up your immune system and all that stuff. Okay, if you have a printer, you go and hit pause on this if you want. If you have a printer, go ahead and print out the notes. These are the notes that will be on Google Classroom and Blackboard. Please go ahead and print those out, and that way you have something to write on and follow along with. If you don't have a printer, no big deal. You can just draw these by hand on a sheet of paper. Excuse me. But I really hope that you practice along, follow along with this, and practice. This is going to be cones today, surface area of a cone and volume of a cone. We're only going to do one solid from this point on. We did two last time. It was a lot of work. It was rectangular prisms and cylinders. If you remember, it was pretty easy, but it was a little extra work because I gave you an extra worksheet since we did two solids. But now we're going to only do one for the rest of this time. But you haven't done cones yet. This was not done in Math 7, so follow along carefully if you can. And boy, if we were in class, I would give you a real ice cream cone with ice cream, and we would find the surface area and volume, and we would just have a fun time with it. And I don't know. Who knows? Maybe in the fall, you can come back as a freshman and get your ice cream cone. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll figure it out. Okay, you're also going to need something to write with. Something to write on, and a calculator or your cell phone. So please have all that ready. You can pause the video if you need to, but you're going to need that. This will be a pretty quick video. Just going to show you about probably 3 examples of surface area and 3 examples of volume. And then I will attach the notes, and I will attach the homework, which is basically like 6 problems, I think. Let me look at it real quick. Is it 6? It is 6 questions that you have a week to do. So if you do 1 problem a day, you'll get it done. Please get this to me, because 4th quarter grade, even though it's really not a grade, that's your chance to boost up your grade for the year with active participation. So please do that. Okay, you don't have to know all this, but let me just show you. Here's a cone right here. This is the radius of the edge of the cone. This is where you'd scoop the ice cream kind of thing. And it's going to be a circle. So it's a circle. So remember, we want to cover the whole outside. So if you cover the circle, you're going to get pi r squared. Remember, that's the area of the circle. We call that the base if the cone is upside down. Okay, and then this triangular part is called the lateral surface. So if you were to unravel the cone, it's kind of weird. If you were to unravel it, it would actually look like this, almost like a Pac-Man kind of thing. And the formula for this weird little Pac-Man is going to be pi r L. So that's how we get this really weird kind of long formula for surface area of a cone. So this is what we would do in class. We would actually unravel it. We'd cut it out so you can kind of see it and play with it, that kind of thing. But we don't. So let's just practice, and let's just do all this. Again, we'll give you the formula, all that stuff. You don't have to know all this stuff. I just want you to kind of have the idea of where everything comes about. Now I'm going to transition to the whiteboard here, and that way we will have a nice surface to write on and that kind of thing. So let me get rid of this, and let's go to this right here. Okay, I'm gonna have to zoom. Give me a second here. I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit. I was zoomed in so you could see that. Now I'm gonna zoom out. Okay, still recording. Good. All right. So again, just follow along if you can. If you're at home, growing up, I didn't have a printer, but just write this. You could draw this in 5 seconds. Just draw a triangle, a little circle. 3 feet is the radius, and 6 feet is the slant height. Oh, by the way, I didn't talk about that real quick. The L. Okay, we know what pi is, 3.14. We know the R is the radius, so we have an R here and an R here. The L is the slant height. A slant height is a diagonal height. If I drew a line that was straight across, that would be the height of the cone, and that's when we do volume. But for surface area, we're going to deal with the slant height. Just think about when you're a wide receiver. If you run a slant, you're going to run kind of a diagonal. Okay, down, set, hike, you're going to run a diagonal. You're not going to run straight ahead. You're not going to run an out pattern or anything. You're going to run a diagonal, and that's what we call the L. The second letter in the word slant is L. That's what helped me remember when I was a student. L is, is the slant height. And this will come with practice, okay? And again, this is really easy. You just have to bust everything out on your paper. So have your calculator ready, and let's go. I'm going to show you about 3 examples of surface area and 3 examples of volume, and we're done. We'll practice some of these in class when we do our virtual classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please, please keep attending those classes. Please keep attending. Really going to be helpful. Okay, let's write all this out real quick. So we know it's going to be equal to pi, so 3.14. I realize sometimes my hand's in the way because I'm left-handed. I'll do the best I can. Times r squared. Well, the r is 3, so we'll just write 3 twice. Okay, that's pi r squared plus pi again. This is super easy, folks. Times r is the 3, the radius, and L, remember L is the slant height, so that's 6. And just like what we did when we did cylinders, don't do all this at one time. Do this on your calculator, get an answer, and then do this, and then add them. Remember, that's following the order of operations anyway. Okay, so we're going to take pi on your calculator. Please do these with me. Times 3 is 28.26. Sometimes I'm just to the point. I'm just asking everyone, all my students, even the algebra honor students. I'm just asking them really nicely, just out of respect for yourself and respect for me. Please do these problems. Okay? Please do these. If all you're doing is watching the video, it's not going to help you very much. Try to do these with me. 3.14. And the good thing about videos, you could do these at 2 o'clock in the morning in your pajamas. No big deal. Okay, then you take pi times 3 times 6, and then you're going to get 56.52. Now, just add them up. 28.26 plus 56.52 is going to be 84.8. I'll round a little bit. One thing I haven't been doing a whole lot is rounding. We need to get used to rounding. Let's round it to 1 decimal point. So it's 84.78. Let's go 84.8, and it's surface area, so we'll go square feet. And there is our answer. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more, so just bear with me here, please. I'm going to do 2 more. I'm going to try to give you one. I might even do a you try, and the you try is going to be, kind of important. It's important that I just stop once in a while and just have you try some of these. So let me erase this one, and I'm not going to erase the formula. That would be silly. We're going to need the formula again. And yeah. While I'm drawing this, just everyone, just keep hanging in there, okay? I know these are some weird times, and it's hard when our favorite restaurants aren't open, our favorite places, and that kind of thing. And I even cut my own hair today. It's easier for me. I don't have much hair, but I took one of those razors and just went zzz, not at all. I'm not exactly bald or anything, but I had to trim it, man. My hair was just getting a little long. For me, anyway. Okay. This is going to be 4, radius of 4, 4 centimeters, and this is going to be 8 centimeters. Okay, so this is 8, and this is 4. Radius is 4 and 8. And again, it's just the same thing. Just bust out the numbers. Here's your R, and here's your L. Remember, this is the L, the slant height. So we're going to go. We'll do a you try on this in a little bit. Let me just do a couple with you. Pi r squared plus pi r L. That's it. Now, take a calculator. 3.14 times 4 times 4. I'll tell you what I told my other class too. We're asking for about 6 weeks of work, which is going to go so fast. 6 weeks of work, and you have a whole summer. Okay, so just when your teachers are asking you to do a couple things, and we're not asking for much these last couple weeks, please do it. Because again, before we send you all to high school, we just want you to be as educated as you can. Just learn as much as you can. I know this is silly. It's the surface area of a cone, but again, like I said last time, it's practice keeping your numbers organized and order of operations and crunching numbers. You're going to be doing that the rest of your life. You're going to be doing budgets, family budgets, and that kind of thing. I mean, it's just really important. 150.7, well, it's 0.72. We'll stop there. We'll go centimeters squared, and we're done. By the way, if this was a quiz and you had 150.72 or 150.6, that's fine, as long as you're in the ballpark because of the rounding issue and that kind of thing. As long as you show your work, your geometry teacher is going to be really happy if you show your work. That's the important part here. All right, let me do one more surface area 1, and then we'll do volume. Volume is really quick and easy, so if you think this is easy, wait till we do the volume. Volume is going to be done in a matter of seconds. So just give me about, this video will be done in less than 10 minutes, okay? Just give me a little bit more time, please. The good thing about a video is you can always pause it and that kind of thing. Okay, just make sure, come on, focus, focus. This thing doesn't always focus. I'm trying to draw the one on your notes that's, okay, we're gonna trick you. We're gonna give you a diameter this time. We're gonna go inches. Inches. IN, inches. Now, what's the radius? I'm asking you, even though it's a video, think about this. What would the radius be? This is a diameter, which is 6. So we don't use 6. We want the radius. So the radius is going to be 3. In fact, I'm just going to cross off the 6. I'm just going to write 3 inches. Okay, let's not even deal with the 6. We were given the fact that the diameter of the circle is 6. We don't want the diameter, we want the radius. Okay, let's bust it out. We're going to use 3 for R and 9 for L. So, pi times 3 plus pi times 3 times 9. So let's do it. 3.14 times 3 times 3 is 28.26. And we will add to it pi times, I know it's kind of tedious having to crunch all these numbers, but it's not hard. 84.78. So see, by the way, this would cover the circle. This would cover the circle part of the cone, and this would cover the actual cone. Right there, the actual cone part. Come on, focus. Why is this thing not, this thing doesn't want to focus sometimes. Okay, now add these together, 28.26. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hang on. 84.78. You're going to beat me to the answer this time. Plus 28.26. I got 113.04. 113.04. And that's inches squared. We're done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is the surface area of a cone. And once again, I wish I was there to give you the actual cone and scoop ice cream. I've done that for 20 years. I've done that. I bought ice cream, a big tub of ice cream for my pre-algebra students, and cones, and we've had fun. I wish we could do that again. I really do. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to erase the whole board this time because volume. I'm going to do 3 quick volume questions and then we're done. Okay? 3 quick volume questions. Really, I know I always say this, but it's really true. I really do miss you all. I just miss it. I miss it. There's parts I like. I like sleeping in. I like being able to eat a nice long breakfast, a nice long lunch. I'll be honest. There's parts of this I like, but if I could trade it, I wouldn't trade this for anything. I'd rather just be with you in a regular school year and all that stuff. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the cone. Oh, I was going to show you something here real quick. If we were in class, I could show you easier. Okay, never mind. Let's just do it. I'll just show you briefly. Let me just draw. This is the back side of the notes, by the way. This is volume. And this time the height, so we have a radius. We still need the radius. The radius is going to be 6 centimeters. But this time the height's not going to be the slant height. The height is actually going to be the height of the actual cone from top to bottom. And that's going to be 15 centimeters. This is right off your paper. Now, here's what you got to kind of realize here. The volume of a cone, the formula for volume of a cone is going to be this. It's going to be pi r squared height. Now, that is the volume of a cylinder. But if you take a cylinder, like a cone is basically going to be, a cylinder is basically 3 cones, so to speak. I'm going to actually draw this into a cylinder. I'm going to draw this so it looks kind of like a cylinder. And here's what I want you to think about. This cone right here, here's your cylinder. The whole thing is the cylinder. Think of it like a cylinder, like a can of Pepsi. If you take this cone and put it inside the cylinder, you can also take this cone and this cone. So 3 cones will actually make up the cylinder. So the formula is for the cone is going to be just like the cylinder, only it's going to be 1/3 of it, because a cone, each cone is 1/3. There's a cone here, a cone here, and a cone here. So this cone represents 1/3 of the cylinder. So this is the formula we're going to use. Now this is not hard, but it's a lot of numbers here. We're going to actually deal with 5 numbers. We have to multiply 5 numbers together. So the volume of the cone, if you were to fill the cone up with ice cream, with water, with sand, with whatever it is you're going to do, you're going to use this formula here. So let's do it. The volume is going to be 1/3. Now for 1/3, I want you to write 0.333. 3 threes. Not 2, not 1, not 5. 3 threes is going to be 1/3. That is the approximate decimal for 1/3. Times pi. R squared. R is 6. Let's write it twice. Get used to just writing everything out. I know there's some shortcuts here. Some of you are really smart. All of you are really smart. Some of you are just going to write 36 here. Some of you actually just do the whole thing and divide it by 3, because that's what 1/3 is. Just get used to writing the whole thing. That's just so much easier. And the height's 15. So now on your calculator, you're literally going to just multiply all 5 of these numbers together, and you're done. So it's literally 0.333 times 3.14 times 6 times 6 times 15, and we're done. Now, these are going to be pretty big answers. It's going to be 564.6 centimeters cubed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the volume. That is the volume of this cone. Okay, let me do 2 more with you, and then we'll just call it. We'll call it a day. Right from the notes, let me do 2 more, and I don't want to erase my formula. I don't need this work. Just indulge me just for a split second, please, while I draw this. Just indulge me for a second. Upside down cone, just right off your notes. See, if I can draw this, you can draw this. Look at this. Look how ghetto that is. If I can do it, you can do it. Now, we're going to give you a radius or a diameter of 8 yards, but you know better than that. We want to deal with 4. So we're going to go 4 yards as the radius. Remember the diameter off your notes, this was 8. We're going to use 4. In fact, I'm just going to cross off the 8. The height from top to bottom this time is going to be 9 yards. Okay. What I recommend you do, I'm going to keep going because I don't want the video to be too long. Like I said last time, go ahead and hit pause on the video. I'm about to do this problem, but go ahead and try it yourself. Just hit pause on the video and then see if you get the right answer. All right? Just try to do some of these by yourself if you can too. I'm going to go ahead and keep going, but just pause the video, please. And just give it a try yourself and then hit play. It is literally these 5 numbers. So on your calculator, 0.333 times pi times 4 times 4 times 9 will give you 150.6 when you round up. Yards cubed. And that is the volume of a cone. Hopefully you got that one right. I'm sure you did. And yeah. Let's look at one more and then we'll call. I think 3 is the magic number. If you can do 3, you've got it. You don't need to do 5. You don't need to do 7 examples. You don't need to do 10 of them. The homework, I'll give you 6 of them just so you can have the extra practice. But for the video and in class, when we do the online class, I'm probably just do the same thing. Do 3. I'll pick 3 and do this with you. Okay, one more of these. Upside down cone. Last one, and then we'll stop. Last one of the day. 5 feet. 5 feet for the radius. And then 12 feet for the height. Okay. Once again, if you want to try it yourself, give it a whirl, hit pause. And then I will just keep going, and we'll bust this out, and then we'll call it a day. It's already been 20 minutes. Okay, 0.333. My goal here is not to give you really long videos. I'm trying not to. I put myself in your shoes too. We're all in this together. You've got 7 classes, and you've got a life to live during all this weird time. And so the last thing I want to do is give you too much work to do. All I ask is you just do what I ask you to do what I give you, which isn't much, and then we're good to go. Just for like 6 more weeks. If you can do that, I'm happy. Okay, 0.333 times pi times 5 times 5 times 12, and we're going to get, whoa, is that right? That doesn't seem right. I don't think it's 31,000. 0.333 times, I think I hit the wrong button. Yeah, there we go. I was getting like 35,000. Okay, 313.7, and we'll go feet cubed, and we're done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is surface area and volume of a cone. Please practice these. Try the ones I assign. If you don't have a printer, you can just literally copy the 6 problems on a sheet of paper. That's what some people are doing. Take a picture of it and then email it to me. Find a way to get it to me at some point, folks, okay? Because look, if you get into high school next year, there's a chance that we're going to be online for a couple months in the high school. Getting used to this, okay? This is the new normal right now, at least for the next 6 months. I'm guessing it's going to be a while before we're back in a traditional classroom. So get used to just finding ways to submit work to teachers. But I will accept you. You just take a picture of it and then email it to me. That's easy. Anybody can do that one. Okay, a 5th grader can do that. I know you can do that. Okay, just try the work and get that to me as best you can. All right, love you all. I will see you in person, live and in person on Tuesday. Okay, see ya.